What up, what up, what up? Coach Mike coming at you. Another day, another video. Honesty moment here. I'm recording a video right after I just recorded a video. I came up with 2 videos, and I planned ahead. I learned my lesson because I know that tomorrow morning, my plan is to probably sleep in a little bit because I'm going to have a late night tonight. And I'm still going to get my workout in. I'm still going to wake up and put God first. But I don't want to rush these videos. I want to do these relaxed. I want to do these knowing that I can finish until the end and to not get cut off. And if I do get cut off, then I have the freedom to start over. It can take me an hour if I need it to, right? I'm not limited to needing to be to work on time. So, lesson learned. Now, I just talked to you about fear and how to get over it is exposure. Now, to follow that message up, happiness comes from facing your fears. And without fear, I don't know how much greatness we could feel. It's like a feeling of accomplishment when we get over our fears. That's my message for today. Happiness comes from contrast. Okay? I'm such a happy person now because of what I've been through, from the pain that I've been through. I've been homeless. Well, I was a runaway actually. I've been to jail. I've been addicted to drugs. I've been kicked out of school. I've never been fired, but I've been poor to the point where I got rejected from the grocery store, and I was maxed out on my credit card, maxed out on my debit card. I've had food at one point, but I've had $5 in my account, and I didn't know how I was going to eat for the rest of the week, and I had to last 10 days. I've been in situations where, I just want to connect with people, and I'll make a new friend, but I'll have $10 in my account, and he wants to go out for coffee. And I've got to trust that, okay, well, I'll just go out, and, I know I'm struggling, but I'm going to put on a happy face. I'm there in the moment, I've been broken up with. I've lost love. I've been cheated on before. That's crushing, right? But all that stuff makes it so much more glorious to just have your life together and feel like, well, life, what do you got? What do you got for me now? What do you got for me now? I've been in a 23-hour lockdown facility for 2 months. I've been put in jail for something that was an accident, but I had 2 warrants out for my arrest. So they booked me, and I just tried to fix everything, so I made a statement, but I found out that's incriminating myself, and then they made bail, and my family couldn't afford it, so I had to fight my innocence in jail for 2 months. Was in there with murderers and robbers, and I met some godly people. When you're in jail, you just gotta surrender. Your life is in somebody else's hands that you've never met before, and you gotta trust that they're gonna make the right decision for you. And a lot of people, tragically, I don't know, it's not the best turnout for them. But because I've been through all that, because I've slept in public bathrooms when I was a runaway, because I've been through rehab, because I know what it's like to be addicted to drugs, and go through alcoholism, and I started drinking when I was 13. I got kicked out of 3 high schools. But I figured it out eventually, and I'm so happy now because a lot of that stuff happened to me, and I have to take responsibility for it. But I just didn't know better. I was at 13. I just wanted to break the rules and see how far I could go, and I was miserable. I was happy temporarily. It was always temporary, but really, I just had to learn on my own, and through failing in life, they didn't become failures. They were experiments that led to failure, which I know is not wise now. And I just know so much better, but also because I've been through all that stuff, I have this trust walk with God that a lot of people don't unfortunately get to experience. A lot of people, have inheritances or something, and they might never go broke, and I still feel like they have hard lives. No matter what you go through, it's all relative, right? If somebody is missing their favorite show, they might be as miserable as me who's worrying about what I'm not going to eat for the whole week. Like, it's all relative. Just because you feel like your problems are more intense than somebody else's, they're not. They are not. Like, people are just as miserable for, not being able to afford, food versus them, somebody like standing them up on a date. Like, one's more serious than the other, perhaps we could argue, because one is about survival, the other one's about your ego getting hurt, but still, it's all relative. So you can't judge people. And if they're going through stuff, if you've been through stuff, you can give people peace of mind. Yeah, I mean, that's the happiness that I have. A lot of these messages that I get are from experiences, and I just started praying now, even when I go through hard times. I'm like, God, don't just save me from this because I need it. Save me from it because somebody else needs it. And I need to be able to give hope to somebody else who needs to see somebody who's been through the trenches, man. And they just need to talk to somebody who's been through something same or similar who can still smile. People need that. So that's my message for today, guys. When you guys are when you guys are going through hard things in life, like facing your fears, know that happiness comes with contrast. Okay, once you face your fears and you go through that hard experience, you guys are going to have happiness because you have the contrast now of what you used to fear, you no longer fear, and no longer holds you back. So don't be afraid to face your fears, guys. And know that no matter how long it's raining in your life, the sun's got to come out. No matter if night falls, the sun's got to rise. So if you're going through a big storm and it's raining, it's a hurricane, you got a monsoon going on, that's got to end eventually. And the blessing is, at the end of it, you can give somebody else hope who needs it. So don't be afraid to face your fears and face those hard times and go through it with a smile, because you're going to set an example and you might save somebody's life one day. That's my message for today. I love you. Peace.